Demand by my children, I will be making spaghetti and meatballs tonight. First, I will be making a basic tomato sauce. I've been making this for many years. My kids love it, my husband loves it, and I love it. So let's get cooking. Okay, so first we need a can of tomato sauce. I like the San Marzanos tomatoes. Here you go, see? I use this. If it says this, it's because I love it. It's good, tasty Italian tomatoes. So I always like to use this when I'm making my tomato sauce. Crushed red pepper and olive oil and garlic. So what I do first is I mince the garlic, not too small, but minced, okay? About 4 to 5 cloves. I've got about 5 here because, you know, I love garlic. My kids love garlic, and I really believe that it just gives it amazing taste, especially in Italian food. So you just chop it, not minced, but not completely fine. Okay, so there you go. So that's this. Now, I put olive oil into the pot. All right. And once that heats up, I will add crushed red pepper and the garlic. What I also have going right now is my pasta water for the spaghetti. I first add my crushed red pepper. Now you could add as much as you want. It's for flavor. I like it for flavor, but also for a little kick. So I actually use a nice amount. I can always add later to the final touches, but right now, that's what I like to add. And then I would like to add my garlic, my minced garlic. So you gotta keep watching it. And it could burn quickly if you have it on a high level heat. So eyeball it, keep an eye. You don't want it to burn, but at the same time you want it to get a little brown. Begin to smell the garlic. That's usually about the time you should start thinking about adding the rest of the ingredients. So then I add the can of tomatoes. Now you could add whole tomatoes as well. You just have to, you know, chop it. But there you go. Let's get all that goodness out of here. Use it all. Okay. And I will add a pinch of salt. I can always add more later. So let's do a pinch. There we go. And we stir it. Okay, I just got a little tomato sauce on my blouse. What do you know? After this, you put it to a simmer and you close it and you simmer it for 15 minutes. So let's do that. While my tomato sauce is simmering, we will start with the meatballs. Now, I used to make my own meatballs for many years, and one day I went to Costco and they were having samples of this meatball. So I tried it and it was really good, so I brought it home. Ever since that, my kids and my husband love it. So they are always excited that I make spaghetti and meatballs with these meatballs. So if they like it, well, then why not? I like to make my own, but if they love this one, more power to them. Not to say that they didn't like mine, but they really like these. So what I do is I open this bag, and in this pan, I pour meatballs. Okay, that should be enough meatballs for everybody. All right, get that. And then I get a bottle of water, some water. So I get some water, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna steam them. I like to steam them. You could microwave them, I think, but I personally like to steam, or you can bake them, but you add water, and you put the lid on, and you steam it. Okay, so I like to steam it this way, and what I do is I just move it to get them moving, but that's what I do. I keep an eye on it, but that's what I do is I steam it. So let's get those steaming, and in the meantime, I will add pasta to my boiling water. Here is my pasta. This is the one I'm using, spaghetti. I usually like to use linguine, but the fact that we're in sequestered, I have a lot of linguine, I don't have much spaghetti, so let me use up my spaghetti. So I'm gonna put it in the boiling water and let that simmer for about 8 to minutes. Okay, now everything is moving along, and now we just have to wait. Well, I believe my pasta is ready. I'm going to stir it, and it looks amazing. Now it is chunky. Now some people like the chunky or like it marinara. I like half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this and blend it, because I do like it a little chunky but not completely. So what I do is I add some of the pasta sauce and I whip it in the blender. So it's not completely all chunky, but I don't like it all like smooth. That's just my preference. So let me whip this really quick. Gotta be careful because it is hot. Let me get a paper dish towel. Okay, so here it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, whew. Okay, so then I add it right back in. So I can change colors too. So I add it back in. Let me get a spatula to get all that goodness of my sauce. See, so it's some chunky, but not completely. And that's how I like it. That's my personal. Now, what I do after this is my kids and I love mascarpone. I love mascarpone. It's, you know, I am not Italian, but I think it's some type of almost like a cream cheese, more blander cream cheese for Italians. So I like to put a tablespoon of this in. You don't have to, but I just love the flavor. So I'll get maybe about a tablespoon like this much, and I will mix it in. Once that's melting, I will add basil and parsley. You can use either basil, or you can use parsley, or you can combine both. I'm gonna combine both. So here's my parsley and there's my basil. All right, so let's cut this really quick. My basil. And make a little ball, and let's just start cutting. Okay. All right, that goes in. All right, now for my parsley, I'll do the same thing. So you could add maybe a third of a cup of half, or a third of a cup of parsley, or a third of a cup of basil. I happen to have both because I grow basil and parsley in my garden. So we will add both. So let's do that. Okay, and that's pretty much it, except for the main ingredient, and what I love is fresh Parmesan cheese. It's really important they use everything fresh because it just gives it like an amazing flavor. So let me go ahead and grate it. I always have fresh Parmesan cheese like this in the refrigerator for things like this. It just gives it an amazing taste. My kids love it, and you just don't know how great it tastes with fresh Parmesan. So I will add this, and then if the kids want more, we will add more on their plate. All right, so let's get that going. So here we go. And I'm gonna turn this on because I want this not to get cold, because right now I'm gonna start adding my meatballs. Something's going on with my stove. I think I've been cooking a little too much and it's not cooperating, but there we go. Okay, so we've got the mascarpone and we've got the Parmesan cheese, the basil, and the parsley. Let me try this. Let me give it a try. It does look great. Now you could, wow, excellent. And spicy, which I love. So let me get some meatballs in here. Meatballs, done. Done. And let me get some pasta. So let me just, now I don't rinse the pasta, leave it as is. Once you take out the water, you don't put olive oil, you don't rinse it with water or nothing, you just leave it like this. So I usually don't use all my pasta because my kids for some reason love dry pasta or cooked pasta by itself. I don't know why, but that's what they do. All right, now let's mix this around. Let's turn that off because I just really don't want this to, oh, let me get this something better to move this with. Here we go. There you go. That's my spaghetti. Now I'm going to plate it for you to show you how I plate it. Let me just get this done. I think it just looks so, I don't know, looks nice. So I'll add some spaghetti and get some meatballs. Isn't that awesome? And then I will add some cheese. Yummy. And I will add a little more parsley. Now, I have a lot of Italian friends, so maybe you could tell me if there's another trick I can do, but this is how I've been making it. My family loves it, but I'm sure yours is like awesome as well, if not better. But this is how this Hungarian Mexican makes her pasta. And there you go. This is it. Bon appetit. So here's my pasta, my spaghetti and meatballs, and let's give it a try. Now this looks and smells amazing. Let me just get a little here. Mmm. Wow. Really nice flavor. Simple. Simple, simple. Let's get some of the sauce with the meatball. Mmm. Those meatballs from Costco are really good, I have to admit. But this is a great dish. Easy, did you see that? Easy, and it's quick, and your kids and your family will love it. Well, enjoy your dinner. I'm sure I will. Bye.